everybody, Annette Green here with Elizabeth Craft Designs today, and I am having so much fun coloring and making some pretty cards. These are already colored, and I have made these with some stamps and dies that coordinate. So all you people who hate fussy cutting, here's your answer. These are so awesome. You should see. So this morning, I wasn't going to make a video today. This morning I was just on the phone with my girlfriend Tiffany, and when I know that we're going to talk for a while, I always have a project. So I had already stamped out a bunch of these images with black archival ink onto just some basic, inexpensive watercolor paper. And they've been kind of sitting in a bin for a long time, all pre-stamped with black, and I thought the phone call was the perfect time to just watercolor away and color in all those pretty flowers. So let me show you the products that I'm talking about. They call these the Beautiful Bloom Collection. So let me put a piece of paper behind here so you can see this a little bit better. So for example, this one is called Friendship, and it's like hydrangea flowers, and there's a couple of phrases here and other little leaves and flowers in the set. Match perfectly with those flowers, so you don't have to fussy cut anymore. And that's what I did. So for example, here are my pretty hydrangeas from that set. And there's even a die for the words, like the phrases, and the word friendship. So I'm going to build a quick card with that at the end after I show you all the products. But yeah, look at how pretty. And for the watercolor, I used the one that comes from Elizabeth Craft Designs. It has this wonderful little tray. There are 24 colors, little water brush in there, and little sponges to dab off your water brush. You can hook this little palette off to the side or in the front or wherever you want it, or just put it there and mix your colors. And I just went to town. I did it all this morning. So there's the first one. That's Friendship. So this next one here, look at how pretty these are. And these are just like 2 out of the whole set. So this one is Blossom. And get my little piece over here. You can see all those leaves and flowers and pieces and parts. And then the die has all those to go with it. All right, and then we have Kindness, which are these gorgeous flowers. I don't know my flowers very well, so I just kind of pick a color I like and I color them. I don't try to go for like, I know that one is hydrangea. It's pretty close, but I don't really know what flower this is, so I just kind of picked a pretty color and went for it. So that one is Kindness. Kindness has all these good things on it. I'm trying to keep from the glare here. And then the die, of course, has the same type of thing with all the pieces and the parts. Wonderful. And then lastly is this over here with the birds. This one is called Forever. Here's the stamps. And the die to go with that. So I didn't cut that one out yet. I want to show you how to do that. I mentioned before I show you that there are 2 more sets. One is called Hope, the other is called Gratitude. Gratitude is like roses, has the word gratitude, all kinds of different roses. If I have a picture of the card I made with this, I'll pop it up now. And the other one is called Hope, and it looks like poppies to me. It could be any flower you want though, really. And of course there's the dies. All right, so some tips on cutting these out. After you color them, make sure everything is good and dry, of course. And I always like to cut out, I wouldn't really try to cut all these out with the dies on one pass, on one sheet. So when I stamp them far apart from each other, and then that way I can do what I'm about to do. So I'm going to cut all this. All right, and let's pick this big impressive one right here first. So I can see over here that this is the die for this one, and I have some, this is the posted tape Post-it. Yeah, it's like a Post-it note, so you can remove it. I believe I got it on scrapbook.com. If I can get a link to it, I will put that in the description. But I'm just going to kind of wiggle this die around until it looks like it's all lined up. And this is where you really want to take your time. Get right over it if you can. I'm trying not to put my head in the camera here. I think that looks pretty good. When you feel like it's pretty good, then you can tape it. And I'll probably put a few more pieces on here before I run it through, just to make sure it doesn't shift around, because sometimes your watercolor paper wants to, because it's gotten water in it, it kind of, you know, gets a little puffy. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Puffy? Wavy? Yeah, wavy. All right, so over here I've got my Empress Mini. It's on. I got my plates ready. And with the Empress Mini, this is by Anna Griffin. I know that I have to put these upside down, which makes me a little nervous because I'm used to looking at it, making sure it didn't shift. And if I was using my Vagabond machine, then I would be able to see, but this one you have to flip it upside down. So a little bit of noise here. I like that little machine because I can pop it up right here in my videos, and it's a little quieter than my Vagabond, and I don't have to hold the button, if you noticed, when I die cut. I just hit run and then let go. So I'm carefully taking this off so I don't ruin my little coloring job. And incidentally, the whole Beautiful Blooms and the watercolor set are on sale right now at Elizabeth Craft Designs. 20% off of those items. Oh, I still got a piece of tape right there. There we go. If you use the code BLOOM20, you can get 20% off when you go to buy these. And that sale is going on until January the 26th. Today is the 20th, so you got a couple more days. But check this out. You people that tell me you hate fussy cutting, this is your answer. Look at that. It leaves just barely a 1/16 of an inch of the white space around it. Oh my gosh, I just love that. It's so beautiful. You can see that on the rest of these. Really, really nice, right? All right, I want to go ahead and cut the rest of these guys out for you. But I'm sure you don't want to stand there and watch me do it in real time, so I'll speed this up. Wasn't that great? All those great little pieces. So I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to make a card, but we're going to make a card for every one of these real quick. So I've already prepped some bases. This one has a little embossing on it. The inside is blank for now. I can decorate that later, but I have sort of a plan already about what I want to do here. I'm going to put that word friendship up there. And this I already have foam tape on the back, so I'm going to put that down here. So I'll glue that on there and then show you that. All right, that card is done. Simple, nothing terribly fancy, but very quick. Beautiful. All right, for my next one, I've already got this one prepped. I'm going to use these. I have stuck with some reds and yellows here, and you can see I've already die cut the word blossom and put it onto some yellow. And I just need to glue these down, and this card is pretty much done. You can always add a whole bunch more stuff, ribbon, whatever you like. I think that's about how I want that. So I'll glue that on there. Okay, and there's card number 2. Very simple, very easy. I will decorate the insides later. The next one I have prepared is this one. This is more, these were, what is this size? A2, A4, I don't know. This is a 5x7. It's terrible. I've been crafting for 20 years and I don't know sizes, what they're called. So this is a 5x7. And I tucked one of these in here that I die cut and colored because I'm going to probably add that in there later. And I've got my flowers over here ready to go. And I think I'm going to just kind of have this coming up through here like that. Alright, as I'm going along with this one, I'm thinking I don't want to cover up some of these pretty things here. So I'm going to cut that off and move that somewhere different where we can see it better. Because I'm looking at this and this was covering it all up. So I want to kind of get that up there. And we'll put this here and then we can have this like kind of coming out this way. Alright, let me get that on there. Okay, and card number 3 is done. Alright, so finally we have this one, and this is for my birds. I'm going to do a little something on the inside of that one. So let me get my birds. I have not really planned where they're going to go yet, so let's take a look. Okay, so we've got this big guy, and of course not everybody's going to go on the front of the card. So we've got some leaves, pretty leaves. So we got a little, oh, I like that with the yellow in there. We do have this other guy. We could, it might be too much to have 2. I don't know. What do you guys think? He'll just be floating. He's got a branch. He can go on the inside. Maybe we could put him on a branch. Well, that's not too bad. Why don't we go with that? I like it. Probably would help if I had had that more in the frame, huh? As you can see, all the cards are very different. It's not like this is a card set. I used, I'm on this kick this year, like I start every year, of trying to use things that I have. And I have so much paper. I have all these pretty papers. So some of it's Graphic 45, some of it's 49 and Market, some of it's Elizabeth Craft Designs, mixed and matched all over the place, which I love to do as long as it works. And then using ribbon, using up my ribbon, that's always good. I have tons of ribbon. I'm just holding this down a little second longer than normal because it's, even though it's thin watercolor paper, it's still thick. Thicker than like scrapbook paper. So, and I'm trying to press it down on ribbon right there, so it's kind of fighting me a little bit. So that's why you see me holding it a little bit longer. And I could sneak a little fabric glue under there. I might have to. We'll see how it goes. He's down now, just this big guy. You could pop this up with dimensional foam if you wanted. I'm just going to glue it down. There's a lot of little skinny areas that I don't want to fuss too much with foam tape. So I think that's where it was. Looks good. Okay. Lovely, lovely. All right, so a couple things I might do is I might take my white gel pen and do like a little drop shadow on the word thank you there, just to make that pop a little bit more. But I will do that off camera because I am sure to mess that up if I try to do that in front of you. I do have this little ribbon that matches our birds, but I don't know, I think it's a little too much. So I'll wait on that. I'll think about that. And I'll probably get under here with a little more glue later. But for the inside, I've got this green paper in here, and then I stamped this on some compatible paper, and I thought it would be great to put one of my little birds in there, and then you can always grab the stamp set. It doesn't have to be the one that has the birds on it, but that is the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to grab the stamp that has the leaves. We're going to see how this looks. So obviously before you get this in here, you want to do your stamping first, just in case. And I'm just using a green ink. And I thought, oh, it could be fun to stamp a little green stuff here. And that's probably good because, well, maybe I'll do another one over here. The little bird's got to go there. Okay. I mean, you could go all the way around if you want, but I think I'm just going to go with that. Just like that. I like that. All right, so instead of watching me glue, I'll get this on here and I'll put it in my card and I will come back and we'll look at everything again. Okie dokie, there's that one. And the inside looks like that. Very happy with that. So we've got that one and that one. And Blossom and Friendship. So those were very, very fun. Once again, it is the Beautiful Blooms and Watercolor that's on 20% off discount right now if you use the code BLOOM20 when you go to Elizabeth Craft Designs. So there you go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these fun, beautiful, quick cards with the wonderful stamps and dies from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.